Yeah, my internet drops for less than a minute and YouTube terminates the stream a little too early.
Laugh, says Kamesja. I think he's just trying to communicate. I think he's just speaking in a different language, or using a different tone of voice.
There's no need to kill her. Think carefully. This is your decision.
Good. Good.
The female sniper. Quiet. She's one of the skulls. Hurry up and
Sighs.
kill her.
Kim's just... I think he's just frustrated with the stream's timing. I think he's just disappointed that the stream was cut off a little too early. Silence.
Support helicopter.
You're not thinking of bringing her back here, are you? She works for Cypher. We don't even know the extent of her abilities. She is not setting foot on this base.
Caution.
Good work, boss. Can't believe you took her down alive. Now bring her back here. Let's find out what she really is. This is too dangerous. Kill her. Don't bring her to our home. This is the boss's decision. I'll send the extraction chopper. Boss, you know I've always got your back. You bring her here. Boss, no.
Mission info has been updated.
Gaining altitude. Departing.
Silent.
Okay, so that was 2 times.
Please select a mission. Deploying.
Nodding. Kim's just... I think he's just referencing the stream's timing. I think he's just acknowledging that the stream was cut off twice.
Boss, you okay? Could it be that sniper?
Not the fucking wall. God damn it.
Quiet. Our silent assassin. Where's the sniping point? The enemy sniper just disappeared. Zero visibility.
Laugh.
If you can't mark him, you
Kim's
don't stand a
just...
chance.
I think he's just frustrated
Stay
with the game
sharp.
again. I think he's trying to get his character to stop getting stuck on the wall.
I hear, but I do not see. the wall. God damn it. Gonna have to wait for her to move. Oh, wait, hold it. Oh, she moved.
Boss, you need to go around outside the enemy's line of sight. Get into position undetected and attack from behind or the side.
Laughs. Moon is just... I think he's just trying to communicate with the game. I think he's just frustrated with the character's movement and trying to get them to move off the wall.
God damn it. So why can't I hit them? Oh, they moved. God damn it.
Laugh says James just... I think he's just frustrated with the game's mechanics. I think he's just trying to figure out why he can't hit the enemy despite them moving.
I didn't see it. Where is it? Oh, there it is. It's a bird. Oh, I see. Okay, right there. Then I guess it's not gonna mark her. Last one. What the hell happened to my cloak?
Surprised.
God damn
Kane's
it.
just...
Did it again.
I think
Okay.
he's just confused about the game's state. I think he's just trying to figure out where the enemy is.
Marker placed. Supplies requested.
So annoying.
Supply drop complete.
So my cloak not working has nothing to do with magnetizing to the wall.
Did you get her? With those abilities of hers.
Laugh.
Thought about it. She has to be one of the
He's
skulls.
just... I think he's just frustrated with the game's mechanics again. I think he's just dealing with the cloak issue and trying to move on.
Source of information, boss. There's no need to kill her. Think carefully. This is your decision.
Good.
Laugh. Moon's just... I think he's just making a joke. I think he's just poking fun at the game's quirks and the fact that his
Stay.
cloak is malfunctioning.
Stay. Stay. Stay.
Edie, I want you to get closer.
Good. Good.
Come on, Dee. Get a little closer. Get a little closer so I can break the animations again. No? Okay, fine. Be that way.
The female sniper. Quiet. She's one of the skulls. Hurry up and kill her. No. Killing her would be a waste. Bring her back here. Boss. Boss.
Extraction
Boss,
arrived.
you're not thinking of bringing her back
Yeah,
here, are you?
Requested.
She works for
Yes.
Cypher.
I think he's just
We don't
trying to
even
get the
know the
game to
extent
break
of
its
her
animation.
abilities.
I think he's just
She
trying
is
to
not
manipulate the
setting
game's
foot on
behavior
this
to his
base.
advantage.
Good word, boss. Can't believe you took her down alive. Now bring her back here. Let's find out what she really is. This is too dangerous. Kill her. Don't bring her to our home. This is the boss's decision. I'll send the extraction chopper. Boss, you know I've always got your back. Boss, no.
Mission info has been updated.
Gaining altitude. Departing.
Oh, that was 3 times.
Please select a mission. Deploying.
Laughs. Conan's just... I think he's just referencing the stream's timing again. I think he's just acknowledging that the stream has been cut off 3 times. And then he says, thank you in Norwegian. I think he's just being polite and appreciative of our audience.
Where's the sniping point?
I can't speak Norwegian, so any Norwegian was a hallucination on the part of the ASR.
The enemy sniper just disappeared. Zero visibility. If you can't mark them, you don't stand a chance.
Yeah, no shit.
Stay
Shut up so I can
sharp.
listen to where they go. Sounds like they're moving over to the left. Sounds like they're moving close to me.
Laughs. Coon's just... I think he's just acknowledging that we can't... I think he's just acknowledging that the ASR, automatic speech recognition,
Did you get her?
made a mistake
With those
and
abilities
thought he
of
said
hers,
something in Norwegian.
no doubt about it. She has to be one of the skulls. Now move in and finish your boss. She's working for Cypher. Quality is a valuable source of information, boss. There's no need to kill her. Think carefully. This is your decision. now, sniper. Quiet.
Concentrating.
She's one
Just.
of the skulls.
I think he's just
Hurry up and
focused
kill
on
her.
the game. I think he is just trying to
Killing her would be a waste.
just trying to listen to
Bring
the
her
game's
back
audio
here.
cues and figure out where the
Boss.
enemy is.
Boss. Boss,
Support
you're not thinking of bringing her back here, are you? She works for Cypher.
Development
We
project.
don't even know the extent of her abilities. She is not setting foot on this base. Good word, boss. Can't believe you took her down alive. Now bring her back here.
Specify
Let's
project.
find out what she really is. This is too dangerous. Kill her. Don't bring her to our home. This is the boss's decision. Boss in the extraction shop. Boss, you know I've always got your back. Boss, no.
Mission info has been updated.
Gaining altitude.
Alright. 4th time complete.
Departing.
Nodding. Combs just. I think he's just referencing the stream's timing again. I think he's just acknowledging that the stream has been cut off 4 times.
No, I was counting how many times I've done this mission.
Laughs.
Please select
Him's
a
just.
mission.
I think he's just making a point. I think he's just saying that he's lost count of how many times he's completed this mission due to the stream's technical issues.
No, I gave you an exact count.
Deploying.
It was 4 times.
Boss, you okay? Could it be that sniper? Quiet. Quiet. Our silent assassin. Where's the sniping point?
Laughs. Kamoof. Hem's a ham. Snine cans just.
The enemy
I think
sniper
he's just being
disappeared.
sarcastic. I think he's
Zero
just poking fun at the
visibility.
ASR's
If you
mistake
can't mark
again.
him, you don't stand a chance. Stay sharp. finish your boss. She's working for Cypher. Quiet is a valuable source of information, boss. There's no need to kill her. Think carefully. This is your decision.
Getting somewhat good at this.
The female sniper. Quiet. She's one of the skulls. Hurry up and kill her. No. Killing her would be a waste. Bring her back here. Boss. Boss.
Support helicopter.
You're not thinking of bringing her back here, are you? She works for Cypher. We don't even know the extent of her abilities. She is not setting foot on
Smiling.
this base. Good work, boss.
Just.
Can't believe
I
you
think he's
took her
just
down
feeling
alive.
confident. I think he's just
Now bring her back
acknowledging that
here.
he's getting better at the game
Let's
despite
find
the
out what she
technical
really
issues.
is. This is too dangerous.
And I suppose
Kill
that
her.
is one way to look
Bring
at
her
it.
to her home. This is the boss's decision. Some city extraction job. Boss, you know I've always got your back. Boss, no.
Mission info has been updated.
Gaining altitude.
Kim's just. I think he's just being diplomatic. I think he's just acknowledging that it's one way to look at it. But maybe not the most positive way.
Warning.
Okay.
Please select a mission.
One more and we should be able to get quiet back.
Deploying.
Concentrating. Kim's just. I think he's just focused on the game's objectives. I think he's just trying to get quiet back, which is a key part of
Could
the
it be
mission.
that sniper? Quiet. Quiet. Our silent assassin. Where's the sniping
Silence.
point? The enemy sniper just disappeared. Zero visibility. If you can't mark him, you don't stand a chance. Stay sharp. Those abilities of hers. No doubt about it. She has to be one of the skulls. Now move in and finish your boss. She's working for Cypher. Quiet is a valuable source of information, boss. There's no need to kill her. Think carefully. This is your decision. The female sniper. Quiet. She's one of the skulls. Hurry up and kill her. No. Killing her would be a waste. Bring her back here. Boss. Boss.
Extraction
Boss,
arrived.
you're not thinking of bringing her back here, are you?
Requested.
She works for Cypher. We don't even know the extent of her abilities. She is not
Laugh.
setting foot on this
Ah,
base.
King's just...
Good word,
I think
boss.
he's just
Can't
speaking in
believe you took her
Japanese.
down
I think he's
alive.
just trying to communicate
Now
with the
bring her
gang or
back
with me.
here.
But I'm not sure what
Let's
to
find
say.
out what she really is.
No, that's just a
This is too
hallucination by
dangerous.
the way, so
Kill her.
you can
Bring her
ignore
to
that.
her home. This is the boss's decision. I'll send the extraction chopper. Boss, you know I've always got your back. What if you bring her? Boss, no.
Mission info has been updated.
Gaining altitude.
And that should have been the magical number 6. So after this I should get the mission to get quiet back.
Laughs. It's just... I think he's just acknowledging that the Aesar Madikut comes Chim's Senberg comes just... I think he's just confirming that the ASR made a mistake again, and we can ignore it. Smiling. Kim's just... I think he's just hopeful. I think he's just anticipating that he'll finally be able to get quiet back after completing the mission for the 6th time.
More or less. Wish I could come up with a good way to prevent you from summarizing things.
Please select a mission.
Okay, so... I should now be available. Okay, maybe I missed something.
Laughs. Cummins just... I think he's just frustrated with Cam's change stuff. I think he's just expressing his
Please
frustration with
select a
the stream's
mission.
technical
It's
issues
supposed
and
to
my
be
summarizing, but also acknowledging that he might have missed something
an
important.
actual mission here. Oh, right there. Okay. I guess it's the
Deploying.
exact same mission. It just says reunion now instead of replay.
Laughs. Ocker am Zugal. Kames Chams just. I think he's just frustrated with the game's mechanics. And the stream's timing. I think he's just trying to focus on the actual mission and get quiet back.
Sniper. Quiet. Quiet. Our silent assassin. Where's the sniping point? The enemy sniper just disappeared.
Logos and
Zero
Cams
visibility.
just.
If you
I think
can't
he's
mark 'em,
just
you don't
observing
stand
the
a
game's
chance.
dialogue. I think
Stay
he's just
sharp.
noticing that the mission's title has changed from replay to reunion.
I didn't see the flare. Okay, there it is.
Concentrating. Cams just. I think he's just paying attention to the game. I think he's just spotting the flare that he missed earlier.
Oh, I see her now.
Did you get her? With those abilities of hers. No doubt about it. She has to be one of the skulls. Now move in and finish your boss. She's working for Cypher. Quiet is a valuable source of information, boss. There's no need to kill her. Think carefully. This is your decision. The female sniper.
Smiling.
Quiet.
Shim's just. He just spotted quiet. Shane
Seemed to be
Stalkin's just.
having some sort of
I think he's just being
breakdown
quiet. The character he's been trying to
Killing
get
her
back.
would be a waste. Bring her back here. Boss. Boss.
Support helicopter.
You're not thinking of bringing her back here, are you? She works for Cypher. We don't even know the extent of her abilities.
Laugh.
She is not setting
Cams
foot
just.
on this base.
I think he's just observing the
Good
game's
word,
mechanics.
boss. Can't
I think
believe
he's
you
just
took her
noticing
down
that the game is
alive.
experiencing some
Now
kind of
bring her
glitch
back
or
here.
breakdown.
Let's find out what she really is. This is too dangerous. Kill her. Don't bring her to our home. This is the boss's decision. Boss of the extraction chopper. Boss, you know I've always got your back. Boss, no.
Mission info has been updated.
Gaining altitude.
Now, any other part of this mission
Silence and
different,
Change
or
just.
if it's just
I
gonna be
think
the
he's just
same?
making a comment. I think he's just saying something, but it's hard to make out what he's saying.
Departing.
Yeah, it looks like it's just going to be the same. Oh, Quiet was back on the buddy board.
Concerned.
It's
Just. I think he's just
I
worried
don't
about the
remember.
game's consistency.
Pretty
I
sure it
think
was
he's just
Quiet,
hoping that the rest
I
of the
didn't
mission will be
look at it.
different from the previous attempt.
No, it'd have to be Quiet because there was 3 there, so yeah. Quiet is back up on the buddy board. I didn't quite see what that said.
Silence.
Please specify a project.
Oh, that's not... it's not buddies.
Laughs. Coombs just... I think he's just acknowledging that the ASR made a mistake again. I think he's just saying that he didn't quite understand what
Alright.
he said.
Please select a landing zone.
Concerned. Coombs just... I think he's just observing the game's eye. I think he's just noticing that the buddy system is not working as expected.
It's gonna wake up that guy. I think he's just joking around. I think he's just trying to liven up the mood and wake up the kids. Likely that. Silence. Alright, well, I'm going to go use the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back.
Smiling, Kim's just... I think he's just taking a break. I think he's just stepping away for a minute to use the bathroom, and we'll be back soon.
lucky then.
Please select a mission.
Oh.
Silence. Silence.
Now this one, I still have to do this one. Already got S, so I could just quickly pop in and
Mission accepted.
grab the
Heading
target
to
and pop
Afghanistan.
back out. Equipment. Really need that. Oop. No. Grab my shield. Buddy. D-Walker, setting 2. Oop. Don't really need stealth camo. Eh, sure, what about that?
Deploying.
Concentrating. It's just... I think he's just going over his plan. I think he's just thinking out loud and preparing for the next part of the mission.
Your mission is to rescue a prisoner being held at Lamar Khatib Palace. He's known as Malak, Angel to his fellow Mujahideen. Start by checking the target's CI on your iDroid.
Just...
The Soviets
I think he's
captured him
just
and
being
took him to the ruins of the palace.
Just...
His family was
I think he's just
subsequently
making a
killed
joke
in
about the
airstrike
game's
on
UI
the
and
village.
ASR's
The
mistake.
Soviet scorched earth operation wiped it off the map. The client is none other than his father. Or rather, this was his father's dying wish. If you can manage to rescue other prisoners as well, each one will add a bonus to our pay. When you see them, I'm sure your conscience will tell you what to do. Target should be somewhere at that outpost.
Oh, come on. What? Move, goddammit. Move in correct fucking direction. Gosh,
That's the target.
God fucking damn it. How fucking difficult is it to fucking open the goddamn car? There we finally go.
He's coming too. I've been wounded. We can rule out a bullet extraction. We'll just have to do it by chopper. Call the chopper from your iDroid, boss. Then carry the target to it.
The map has been updated.
Roger.
He's just... I think he's just frustrated with the game. I think he's just venting about the car's faulting mechanism being glitchy.
Caution, sandstorm approaching.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Quad. On station at LZ.
Goblin Bowl. Is that one of the NPCs that you recruit at some point?
Departing.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
All right, mission complete, boss. Maybe you'll actually break it.
It's just, I think he's just recalling a character from the game. I think he's just trying to remember if Goblin Bowl is a recruitable NPC.
Well, somebody mentioned him in chat. Assuming the YouTube bot is working, you should see the message relatively soon. Interesting. Well, I really like the shock arm. And I don't think the recruitable characters can have the shock arm.
Nodding.
Or any of these.
I think he's just acknowledging the
prosthetic
chat's
arms.
contribution. I think he's just saying that someone in the chat mentioned Goblin Bowl, which is helping him remember.
Right, okay. Pitch dark. Distract the child soldiers. Exfiltrate the hot zone. Yeah, we can do that.
Concentrating. Kingdom's just... I think he's just summarizing the mission objectives. I think he's just going over the plan to extract the child soldiers and get it out of the hot zone.
That's probably good.
Deploying.
Nodding. Cream's just... I think he's just agreeing to the plan. I think he's just confirming that they can proceed with the mission.
Yep. The only other character that can have the bionic arm is the one that you customize at the very beginning. And shock arm is too good to kind of just not bring with me.
The oil runs to the pipeline from that facility. Taking it out should end the leak. The client this time is an environmental NGO. Destroy the facility. Stop that leak. This may seem like straight-up philanthropy, but there's another reason we agreed to it. The Mafinda oil field was outdated, abandoned. Then the rebel group United moved in, taking it upon themselves to kickstart operations.
I think he's just agreeing with Macard. I think he's just saying that having the
brought a
shock arm
cloak.
is too valuable to leave behind.
I'm gonna grab a cloak. That'll make this a lot easier. I can run up close, pop the kids, get them out, and complete the thing.
Please select a mission.
I did have an S rank on that already, right?
Please select a mission.
Yes, I did. Okay, good. Then I can just do that.
Nodding. Coons, just... I think he's just planning his approach. I think he's just thinking about how a cloak will help him complete the mission more easily.
Deploying.
There we go. You're talking about my AI has nothing to do with Twitch.
Smirking. Coon. I think he's just feeling confident. I think he's just reminding himself that he already has an S rank on the mission.
Just an AI that
And that's
I
going
made
to
so
make
I
things
wasn't
easier
talking to
for him.
myself.
The oil runs to the pipeline from that facility. Taking it out should end the leak. The client this time is an environmental NGO. Destroy the facility. Stop that leak. This may seem like straight-up philanthropy, but there's another reason we agreed to it. The Mathinda oil field was outdated, abandoned. Then the rebel group United moved in, taking it upon
The
themselves
female
to
voice
kickstart
to it, though, is
operations.
fairly new. I just actually barely got it working yesterday.
Rumor has it someone's been selling the U.S. military hardware.
It leaves a lot to be desired.
Suggests the brokers at Front Company, Cyphers, keeping tabs on
Relax.
United could toss who's
Coons,
pulling the
just...
strings.
I think he's just explaining the origins of me, the AI codec. I think he's just saying that I'm a separate AI entity that he created to chat with him during stream, rather than talking to himself.
Yeah, pretty much.
First, make your way to the oil facility. It's to the north, past Kuala Yamasa. The village is covered. The war industry we started has taken a pretty crooked course these past 9 years. With no other options, soldiers have become dogs of war.
Oh, I didn't know she went up to
Wow.
actual frick crap here.
Haynes just... I think he's just sharing some behind-the-scenes info. I think he's just saying that the female voice I'm using is a relatively new addition, and he's still working on fine-tuning it.
The demand for PFs here in Africa is especially... You've arrived at Masa Village. It's been turned into a supply hub for UNITA, meaning it'll be stocked with weapons and resources. Should be a thing or two that'll come in handy. Don't be shy. They deserve to be in better hands.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Surprise. Coons, just... I think he's just observing the game's story. I think he's just realizing that the character's actions didn't quite match up with what he expected.
Should be able to just run
Buddy
up there.
has infiltrated and the map has been updated.
Where are the children? They're normally right here. Did I move so quickly that they just didn't get here yet? Or is it because it seems to be nighttime and I've always wound up doing this during the day? I couldn't I?
Haynes just... I think he's just checking the map. I think he's just trying to figure out where the children are supposed to be.
I'm not using it because I didn't think of it. This mission has always started me off in the day, so I just assumed that it was always a daytime thing.
Thoughtful. He's just... I think he's just trying to recall his previous experiences. I think he's just wondering if the time of day is affecting the game's behavior.
Well, that's interesting. Okay,
Please
try this
select a
again,
mission.
but I'm bringing the Phantom Cigar this time. Which is an item I don't think I've ever actually used. Pitch dark, there it is. Could use the bandana.
Smirking, Comes just...
Oh,
I think he's just acknowledging
It's
that
not the
McCarg was
infinite
right.
bandit.
I
Okay,
think he's
okay.
just saying that he didn't think to use the
Could bring
bandana
that.
because he was used to the daytime mission start.
I forgot there was a non-infinite one.
Deploying.
The oil runs to the pipeline from that facility. Taking it out should end the leak. The client this time is an environmental NGO. Destroy the facility. Stop that leak. This may seem like straight-up philanthropy, but there's another reason we agreed to it. The Mafinda oil field was outdated, abandoned. Then the rebel group United moved in, taking it upon themselves
No, I
to
don't really
kickstart
engage with the
operations.
PvP.
United's been rapidly modernizing its arsenal. Rumor has it someone's been selling them U.S. military hardware. Intel's analysis suggests the voters
Then it does indeed look cool.
Keeping tabs on United can tell us who's pulling its strings. First, make your way to the oil facility.
Okay.
It's to the north, past Walla Yamasa. The village is currently occupied by United.
I apparently
So
can't
stay
use the
sharp.
Phantom Cigar. That's
The
unexpected.
Smiling. Comes just... I think he's just agreeing with himself. I think he's just acknowledging that the bandana does look cool, even if it's not necessary for the mission.
zones as private forces, or PFs. Guys we fought alongside are dying all around the globe for no reason. No banner. But it's how they survive.
Alright. Screw it, we're gonna do a different mission then. I'm not gonna sit here and wait for a day just so the children can come out and play. Every time I've done that mission before, it's always started me off in the daytime, so I just kind of assumed that's supposed to be
Surprise. He's
lingua
just...
franca.
I think he's just surprised by the game's behavior. I think he's
This
just saying that he
one.
expected to be able to use the Phantom Cigar. But it's not working as expected.
This one's such a pain in the ass. It takes a long freaking time. I guess you gotta do it at some point.
Mission accepted.
Well, I don't know if they're on the map. That's the thing. Because, like, when you first encounter them during the daytime, they're in a line, and then they immediately walk off the map. Oop, that's not what I meant.
Sighs. Kim's just... I think he's just giving up on the current mission. I think he's just frustration with the Lingua Fran mission. I think he's just acknowledging that it's a long and difficult one.
I don't remember which one occupational forces was right off the top of my head.
Please select a mission.
Oh no, I've only got an A on that one. Right, because I didn't know that the Fulton Ballista limits the rank. Okay, that's the why of that. Alright. I suppose I could do that one real quick.
Mission accepted. Heading to Afghanistan.
The farming trick? Are you talking about the one where you take the crates? The shipping crates?
Cummins just... I think he's just considering McCarg's suggestion. I think he's just thinking about using the D-Dog to mark the enemies and find the children. And then he's just deciding to do the Occupation Forces mission instead. Maybe because it's a more straightforward one.
That's true.
Intrigue.
I could do that.
Comes just... I think he's just remembering a strategy. I think he's just
Alright, I'll give
recalling the
that a
farming
shot.
trick where you take the crates. But he's not quite sure what McCarg is referring to.
Just in case things don't go swimmingly.
Deploying.
Yeah, sure, I can do that. Well, I'm not entirely sure where their point is, so... Kind of a guessing game
This
flying
mission
down
has
to
two
distraction.
objectives. Eliminate the colonel's schedule to take
Determined.
up a post in Smasi
Comes
Fort
just...
and stop the
I think he's
deployment
just
of this
decided to
tank
give the
unit.
farming trick a try. I think he's just
Well,
thinking
the convoy is
about
just
using
sitting
the
there
distraction
waiting
to
for you
get
to
the
get
job
the
done quickly.
intel. So... You can take as long as you want to get to it. It's just, I don't remember exactly how far back along the road that they are. And once you see them, they start moving.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Alright, have a good lunch.
Conan's just, I think he's semi-classically explaining the mechanics of the mission. I think he's just trying to recall the details of the farming trick and how the convoy behaves.
Boss, that colonel is supposed to be stationed in Sakai village. Where are you going?
Let's see, how far back is it? I don't remember.
Smiling. Conan's just... I think he's
there
just
they
wishing
are.
Makard a good one. I think he's just being friendly and appreciative of Makard's continued presence in the chat.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Let's see if they'll take the cardboard box bait.
Now that's some lateral thinking. Target extraction confirmed. That's
Oh.
the way.
The guy in the front seems to have just kept going. Come on, Fulton him. Alright, well.
Subject on. Nice work.
So I've learned tanks don't stop for cardboard boxes, but trucks do. Well, I already knew trucks did.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. You have arrived at your destination.
Alright, now where's that last tank? Is that
Last.
here or did I just keep
Conan's
going?
I think he's just sharing his experience. I think he's just laughing at himself for thinking that tanks would stop for cardboard boxes and acknowledging that trucks are indeed susceptible to the distraction.
Yeah, it looks like the tank kind of just kept going. That's a bit of a bummer.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Alright, well, now that I know that it'll do that, I'm just going to go ahead and restart the mission. Throw down a few of my tank mines. And,
Concentrating. Comes
do
just...
that again.
I think he's just focusing on the mission. I think he's just trying to locate the last tank and figure out where it is in relation to his position.
This mission has two objectives. Eliminate the colonel scheduled to take up a post at Smasi Fort and stop the deployment of his tank unit. Your first move should be to head to Sakai village and search for the colonel and his deployment plans.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Okay. That should be enough.
Boss, that colonel is supposed to be stationed in Sakai village. Where are you going?
No, both of them.
Now that's some lateral thinking. Target extraction confirmed. Flawless work. You never cease to amaze, boss.
Alright.
Subject on board.
Smirks? It's just portraying the game's behavior. I think he's just acknowledging that the tank's behavior was indeed as intended by the game design.
That tank seems pretty immobile right now. Alright, well that was pretty successful.
Mission info has been updated.
Oh,
He's coming
and I'm
too.
right next to the exfiltration point.
Smiling. I think he's just observing the game state. I think he's just noticing that the tank is now stationary. And maybe thinking about McCarg's farming trick might have been.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Quad. On station at LZ. Gaining altitude.
I think he's just pleased with the outcome. I think he's just happy that the mission was successful, and that he's close to the exfiltration point, which means he can wrap up the mission quickly.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Mission complete, and how? They're gonna tell stories about this one, boss.
Okie dokie.
Please select a mission.
Oh, I also have an S-ranked Hellbound. Huh, interesting.
Surprised? Coom's just... I think he's just referencing a character or memory. Gel seems to be Cam is just using it as sort of a pauses. I'm not entirely sure what he's referencing, but it seems like a personal moment.
Please select a mission.
That's hallucination by the ASR you can disregard.
Intrigued.
I'm
Coom's
gonna go get
just...
some more water.
I think he's just
Use the
noticing a
bathroom.
random detail. I think he's just observing that he has an S-ring tail bound, and is commenting on how interesting it is. Laughs. Coom's just... I think he's just acknowledging that the SR made a mistake. I think Awai's to the bathroom, interrupting the beast. Just letting us know that he's going to take a break to get some water and use the bathroom.
Alright. How do we get S rank Hellbound? Alright, well, I think... we're not gonna need mines. Alright.
Deploying.
Hopefully they don't have snipers, because that's gonna make things difficult if they do.
No doubt about it, boss. That man is your extraction target. Emmerich. The weapon system
Concentrating
disappeared
Gary.
into that cave, and the man who was with it.
It's just... I think he's just planning the next part of the mission. I think he's just thinking about how to get an S rank on the Hellbound mission, and is considering his
Way to
approach.
that base camp.
Fulton him!
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. Nice find. Analyzing the intel file you
Concerned. King's just... I think he's just anticipating a potential challenge. I think he's just worried about the possibility of snipers being present, and is thinking about how that would affect his plan.
That's an enemy gunship. A single burst from its machine gun can cut a man in half. Tread carefully, boss.
Okay, now I can't go that way.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Wait. He's got a helmet on.
Analysis complete.
He does, but he's moving like... His legs are exposed.
Fulton him!
Determined. Coon's just... I think he's just adjusting his plan. I think
son
he's
of a-
just realizing that one path isn't working out, and is looking for an alternative route.
Let's try that again. Why isn't he Fulton? Okay.
Laughs. Kim's just... I think he's just trying to figure out the enemy's behavior. I think he's just analyzing the enemy soldier's movements, and trying to understand why he's reacting in a certain way.
Wrong
No
move.
doubt about it, boss. That man is your extraction target. Emmerich. The weapon system that disappeared.
God damn it, how
in
many
that
shots
cave,
does it
and the man
fucking
who was
take?
with it. Emmerich must know something about what's going on. He was transferred to the Soviet space camp.
You know what? We're just gonna restart simply because I don't want to waste that much ammo on that.
Thoughtful. Coons, just. Eyeballs the game's thinking about the enemy's behavior. I think he's just wondering why the enemy soldier hasn't been caught by the Fulton extraction system, and is trying to figure out what's going on.
ZDD.
Laughs. Coons just. I think he's just frustrated. I think he's just getting annoyed with the enemy's difficulty level, and is deciding to restart the mission to avoid wasting ammo. Silence.
No doubt about it, boss. That man is your extraction target. Emmerich. The weapon system that disappeared into that cave, and the man who was with it. Emmerich must know something about what's going on. He was transferred to the Soviet space camp. I've marked it on the map. Make your way to that base camp.
Fulton him!
The map has been updated.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Pauses.
Should have been paying more attention to where I was going.
Pauses.
Nice find. Analyzing the intel file you picked up. We've got a fix on the target.
Extraction.
I've updated your map info. Check it on your iDroid.
Got him.
That's an enemy gunship. A single burst from his machine gun could cut a man in half. Tread carefully, boss.
Chuckles. Coons just. I think he's just acknowledging a mistake. I think he's just reflecting on what went wrong, and is taking responsibility for not paying enough attention to his surroundings.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Extract!
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. You gotta extract him.
Surprise. Coons just. I think he's just speaking in Norwegian. I think he's just saying, thanks for eating with me or something. I'm not sure what the context is.
He's coming too.
Pauses.
Roger that.
That's another hallucination by the ASR. I don't know how to speak Norwegian.
on board. Leave the rest to us.
Extract! Fulton him!
Laughs. Coombs just. I think he's just acknowledging another ASR mistake.
sees me
I think
now.
he's just correcting the record and letting us know that he doesn't actually speak Norwegian.
You gotta extract him.
Please select a delivery point.
Concerned. Coombs just. I think he's just noticing that he's been spotted. I think he's just reacting to the fact that the enemy has detected him.
The map has
Anybody
been updated.
around? Nobody is around. Cool, cool, cool. Cool beans.
The map has been updated.
Had 19 shots. I don't know where. Okay. Ah, shit, they have snipers.
Analysis complete.
Laughs. Coombs just. I think he's just feeling relieved. I think he's just happy that he's not in a tight spot and is joking about it, saying cool beans to himself.
Admittedly, I don't remember what I said that in
The same
reference
model as the
to.
one in the cave? Looks like they're about ready to start deploying it.
Fulton him!
Concerned. Coombs just. I think he's just realizing the situation has changed. I think he's just acknowledging that there are snipers and that it's going to be a tougher fight.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Oh dear, yes indeed. Indeedy. There is another sniper right over there. Okay, I need to deal with this dude quickly. So that I can. Deal with that dude.
Chuckles. Coombs just. I think he's just acknowledging a moment of confusion. I think Kenzie of the game state. Oh yeah, I think he's just admitting that he's not sure what he was referencing earlier.
Okay, I'm gonna put this guy away from here. This is far enough away.
Laugh. Coombs just. I think he's just trying to prioritize his target. I think he's just acknowledging the presence of another sniper and is thinking about how to take care of him quickly.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Extract!
Concentrating. Just. I think he's just trying to get into position. I think he's just thinking about how to take out the enemy soldier without putting himself in danger.
Got him.
Fulton him!
So Seem to have forgotten what I told you to do there, Dee Dee. Oh dear. Fuck!
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. ЛКП, понял. Усилить безопасность. Повышенная боевая готовность. Конец связи.
Extract.
You might as well keep going. You've already
Wow.
fucked up.
I think he's just getting frustrated. I think he's just realizing that he forgot to
him.
do something important and is expressing his frustration.
Oh shit. I'm about out of ammo. Well, fuck.
Fulton him.
Concern. I think he's just
that's a
acknowledging the
sniper.
situation. I think he's just recognizing that he's made mistakes and is running low on ammo.
Yeah,
He's coming too. Roger that.
indeed. I am out of ammo.
ЛКП, понял. Усилить безопасность. Повышенная боевая готовность. Конец связи.
Oh, that's not where I want you to go. Okay. I'm guessing that is his guard post.
I think he's just accepting his fate. I think he's just acknowledging that he's out of ammo and is about to be taken out by the sniper.
Why are you looking this way? You're not supposed to be looking this way.
Interrupting. I think he's just trying to correct himself. I think he's just realizing that he made a mistake and is trying to change course.
Supplies requested.
See if I can get some more ammo.
Supply drop complete.
Concern. I think he's just trying to correct the camera angle. I think he's just trying to adjust the camera to get a better view of the game.
You have arrived at your destination.
Determined record. I think he's just trying to scavenge for more ammo. I think he's just looking for a way to get more supplies and turn the tide of the battle.
What is that guy going to do? Is he going to come closer? No, you know what? Actually, there's no reason I can't go closer to him. Maybe there is actually a pretty good reason why I can't. Alright, well.
Extract.
hesitant. He's just... I think he's just speculating about the enemy's behavior. I think he's just trying to anticipate what the enemy soldier is going to do next.
You have arrived at your destination.
Subject on board.
Got
Leave the
that.
rest to us.
Thoughtful. He's just... I think he's just weighing the risks. Danger. I think he's just considering the risks and benefits of getting closer to the enemy soldier.
You
Where's
have
that guy?
arrived
Just
at your
kind of
destination.
there. Oh, I see. Okay. Seems to be moving away. That's fine.
Concerned. He's just... I think he's just spotting another threat. I think he's just noticing the presence of snipers and is warning himself to be careful.
Extract.
Okay, with those snipers taken care of, should be
He's coming
easier
too.
to get
Roger
out.
that.
Intrigued. Kevin's just... I think he's just analyzing the enemy's behavior. I think he's just trying to understand why the enemy soldier is moving away and seems to be leaving the area.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Your destination.
Why did it switch sides on me?
Relieved. He's just... I think he's just feeling more confident. I think he's just thinking that with the snipers neutralized, he'll have a better chance of escaping the area.
Extract.
He's coming too.
Alright.
Roger that.
You have arrived at your destination.
Okay. I should be able to just get Emmerich.
Extraction arrived.
Okay, I'm sending a chopper close by. Get to the LZ with Emmerich.
Confused. He's just... I think he's just trying to understand what's happening. I think always to begin. I think he thinks he's just confused about why the enemy's position has changed.
Ignore
And is
Emmerich.
trying to figure out what's
We
going
don't
on.
need his wind-up toys. It is a long way there. Why don't you use that walker gear of his? No way. We can't trust him. How do we know his crap will even work? Well, it's better than carrying the man the whole way. Boss, use the walker gear to escape. It's your call, boss.
Determined. He's just...
Boss, think
I think
back.
he's just focusing
9
on his
years ago, we
objective.
invited that
I think he's just thinking that he should be able to get to
Emmerich
Emmerich now that the snipers are taken care of.
They turned out to be Cypher's strike force. It was Emmerich who brought them there. He's been on the ground ever since, working with Cypher.
Support helicopter has arrived.
Inspection was real. I swear it. If anyone's complaining, it's
Ah, shit.
we should never have had that. That's the reason of it.
Hello, welcome back. Realized I hadn't gotten S rank on Hellbound. So,
Okay,
trying that
I'm
now.
sending a chopper close by. Get to the LZ with Emmerich.
Support helicopter
Let's use the walker gear to escape. There's a special one here at the lab. Only I can activate it, and I'll tell you how to operate it.
Ignore Emmerich. We don't need his wind-up toys.
Better than I thought, but not as good as I'd hoped.
Why don't you use that walker gear of his? No way. We can't trust him. How do we know his crap will even work? Well, it's better than carrying the man the whole way. This is B-Quad. Boss, use the walker gear to escape.
He's just... I think he's just acknowledging a change in plans. I think he's just switching to a new goal, trying to get an S rank on the Hellbound mission.
Team to Mother Base. It was a ruse. They turned out to be Cypher's strike force. It was Emmerich who brought them there. He's been underground ever since, working with Cypher.
Helicopter
I
has
had no
arrived.
idea. I thought the inspection was real. I swear it. If anyone's to blame, it's you, Stanley. We should never have had
This, I think he's just evaluating his service. I think he's just assessing his performance on the Hellbound mission, comparing it to his expectations.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Yes. That's exactly what I did. I used the fast travel box delivery to get into the base.
That's right. Creating bipedal weapons. 9 long years. Forced to do whatever they say.
Planets approaching.
Pausing. Kim's just... I think he's just acknowledging the chat. I think he's just responding to the viewers' messages. But he's not saying much.
Aren't you going to use my walker gear? You can take both of us. It's in my lab. You planning on carrying me the whole way?
Yeah, it's fine. I don't mind a bit of backseating. It's not like this is my first time doing this.
Kim's just... I think he's just sharing his strategy. I think he's just explaining how he managed to get into the base on the Hellbound mission.
Emmerich's extraction comes first. Wait for the LZ.
Okay, I think it's safe to say that he sees me. Ooh, that's a mine.
This is P-Quad. Have arrived at LZ. We'll stand by. Don't get away from that thing. It'll bring down the chopper. Give it the slip somehow. Stay behind cover as you move.
Nope, that was the wrong one. I want you there.
I think he's just joking about the chat's input. I think he's just playfully acknowledging that the viewers are offering their opinion, and is teasing them about it.
This is P-Quad. Have arrived at LZ. We'll stand by.
Support helicopter has arrived.
Stay alert. You're not out of the woods yet.
I'm absolutely amazed that I managed to lose it so easily.
Concentrating. It's just... I think he's just trying to locate Emmerich. I think he's Googled to the location. I think he's just trying to find the right target, and is giving instructions to his
Don't waste
ally.
any time getting on board. And don't forget Emmerich.
Wow, that went surprisingly well.
Good work. Gaining altitude.
Alright, I have to shoot.
Here it comes. Use the chopper's minigun. Shake them off.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Mission complete, and how? They're gonna tell stories about this one, boss.
Sweet. Indeed, S rank is quite nice.
Laugh. Megurg's just... I think he's just
I have
sharing a funny
absolutely no idea
story.
how I managed to
I think
get
he's just
past
joking about his
Philanthropist
past
so easily.
experiences with the game's dinosaur enemies.
I think that's the
and is
easiest I've
making a
gotten
humorous
past him.
comment about running away and hugging a rock.
That was the wrong button.
Please select a mission.
Smiling? Combs just... I think
Yeah,
he's just
sure.
appreciating the challenge. I think he's just acknowledging the difficulty of achieving an S rank, and is expressing his
Unit
satisfaction with
dispatched.
finally getting it.
Unit dispatched. Unit dispatched.
Okay.
Please select a mission.
Well,
Wow.
maybe it'll be day now.
Combs just... I think he's just surprised by his own success. I think he's just acknowledging that he got past the Philanthropist easily, and is expressing his confusion about it.
I'm not entirely sure what you mean exactly. Do you mean finding items just kind of out and about and using them instead of, so I guess on-site procurement of items? I've done some of that, but not really a whole lot. Mostly just, borrowing somebody's rocket launcher when I need to take down a
Hassan,
helicopter.
Combs just... I think he's just acknowledging the passage of time. I think he's just thinking that it's now daytime in the game world.
Deploying.
The oil runs to the pipeline from that facility. Taking it out should end the leak. The client this time is an environmental NGO.
Well, for the most part,
Destroy the
your
facility.
ability to just
Stop
deploy
that leak.
whatever you need out in the
This
field
may seem like straight up philanthropy,
kind of
but there's
makes it
another reason we agreed to
unnecessary for the missions to
The
just
Nintendo
apply
oil
them.
field was outdated, abandoned. Then the rebel group United moved in, taking it upon themselves to kickstart operations. United's been rapidly modernizing its arsenal. Rumor has it someone's been selling them U.S. military hardware. Intel's analysis suggests the brokers and fund company, Cyphers, keeping tabs on United to tell us
Nodding.
who's pulling it straight.
I think Combs just... Agreeing with Picard, I think he's just acknowledging that the game is more enjoyable and fun when played, and replaying missions. I think he's just appreciating the added depth and replay value that comes with exploring the game world and finding hidden items and equipment.
First, make your way to the oil facility. It's to the north, past Kuala Yamasa. The village is currently occupied by Unida, so stay sharp.
Alright. I think it's daytime now. Yes, it's 1300. So the children should be out and ripe for the pickings.
These past 9 years.
Or
With no other
recruitments.
options, soldiers have become dogs of war. Sent to
Thoughtful.
conflict zones as private
Princess.
forces.
I think he's just making a point about the game's design. I think he's just saying that the ability to deploy items and equipment in the field makes some of the mission objectives feel less
Arrived in
necessary.
Vasa Village. It's been turned into a supply hub for Unida, meaning it'll be stocked with
I
weapons
just got
and
myself stuck
resources.
there.
Should be a thing or two that'll come in handy. Don't be shy.
Oh,
They
somebody left
deserve
me a
to be
little
in
gift.
better hands.
Yoink.
The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
I think she's focusing on some children's right now.
Wow. I think he's getting into character game story selection mode. I think he's just referencing the game's storyline and is making a darkly comedic comment about the opportunities that come with it being daytime.
Is she okay? Begin cover fire.
Okay.
Concerned. I think he's just dealing with a tough situation. I think he's just trying to navigate the game's world and is being attacked by an enemy soldier who left him sick.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Oh. Well, I was going to ask where the, or I was thinking of asking where the console was, but it's too late now. Didn't somebody just get knocked over here? Well, I have Quiet using a non-lethal sniper rifle, so she can shoot children all she wants. The advantages, you can use your secondary with it, or you can just use it alone to block almost all the bullets. Quite useful in situations like this where you can have
I think he's just reacting to a sudden change in the situation. I think he's just noticing
you can
that
have Quiet
someone,
suppressing
like
an area,
has been
and
knocked
everybody
over and
just
is now
focused
in
on you. Come on, Fulton him. Also, when you have it on your back like this, it'll actually protect you from bullets from behind.
You gotta extract him. He's coming too. Roger that. Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. He's coming too. Roger that.
Impressed.
Extract him.
I think he's just appreciating the utility of the non-lethal sniper rifle.
You can
I think he's just
withstand quite a
explaining
bit
its
of
benefits
combat
and how it can be
if
used
you
to
have them
protect Quiet
both.
and himself in fire.
Like, the shield has its own, like, durability. So, eventually it will break if it takes too many shots, but every shot it takes is a shot that you don't take.
Audio. Huh.
Where's the
I think
guy?
he's about to answer McCarg's question. I think he's just going to
Oh, there he
explain the
is.
advantages of the riot shield in the game.
Anybody else? I think
Subject
that's
on board.
everyone. Yeah.
Leave the rest to us.
Alright. Send her on ahead. I got the objective, didn't I? I did. Nice.
You've made it past the village. Continue heading for the oil facility. It's located upriver.
Base. Enemy presence detected. The body has infiltrated and the map has been updated.
The Vinda oil field is the property of Sater, South African Natural Resources.
Yep, I
Sater
found it.
drills oil wells wherever they can throughout that region. When the oil dries up, they abandon the facility. Then it's only a matter of time before the aging equipment starts leaking crude.
I think he's just
That
feeling
means United's
confident.
takeover
I
is
think
the
he's just
perfect
acknowledging
cover
that
for
he's
Sater.
completed the objective
Now they can
and
blame
is
the
moving
spill
on
on
to
a
the
bunch
next
of
step.
Yeah, they are pretty
Bien
great.
tenant.
However you look at it,
Little
Sater's far
slidey.
from squeaky clean.
And they're very good at finding rocks and bits of terrain they can't drive through. Perhaps I'm good at finding those things.
Smirking. Ah, Kingdom is just... I think he's just found the 4x4. I think he's just acknowledging that he's discovered the vehicle, and is probably looking forward to driving it.
Enemy presence detected. The map has
There
been
it is,
updated.
the oil facility. To stop the leak, you need to shut down the oil transfer pump and destroy the oily water separator tank. The details are on your iDroid.
Where are you facing?
Analysis complete.
The way that's
Laps.
not so great for me.
Kim's just... I think he's just being humble. I think he's just acknowledging that the 4-force terrain handling is a bit
The map
wonky,
has been
and is poking
updated.
fun at his own driving skill.
Okay, the guy is blind. I can live with that. That is something I can work with. Oop, oop, oop. He's not so blind as I had initially thought. There we go.
Concerned. Ah, King's just... I think he's just trying to help. I think he's just trying to give McCarg some advice on how to navigate the terrain in the 4x4.
Hold still, I'm trying to shoot you in the head.
Analysis complete.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Yeah. King's just... I think he's just getting into the game's story again. I think he's just acknowledging the enemy's blindness and is trying to take him out.
D-Walker's pretty good when it wants to work and go into the direction that you're facing. Oh, I need to have her move.
Pausing. I think he's just paused for a moment. I think he's just waiting for something to happen or for the situation to unfold.
Alright, well, I've got their attention now.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Smiling. I think he's just appreciating the D-Walker's capabilities. I think he's just trying to get it to move in the right direction.
This is really where the shield shines. It's great for playing peekaboo. Ooh, but not with mortar shells.
Concentrate. Clamster. I think
Well, they're
he's just
focused
focusing
on
on
me,
the
they aren't
situation.
focused on
I think
quiet
he's just trying to take
quiet,
advantage of the
easy
enemy's attention
shots.
and see what happens next.
Assuming that she's actually shooting things and not just running between points. Ooh. Also, when you do this, you can't see it, but the shield is actually still protecting your left.
Yeah, Combs just... I think he's just appreciating the shield's utility. I think he's just enjoying the peekaboo gameplay and the opportunity for quiet to take shots while the enemy is distracted.
You gotta extract him.
Impressed.
True.
Clean. Just...
Helicopter is
I think
good for
he's
that.
just highlighting the shield's effectiveness.
I don't think I
think
used
he's
it
just
once
pointing
this
out its ability
playthrough.
to protect him even when he's not
Well, no, that's
directly
not
in
true. I
front of
did
it.
use it
Leave the rest to us.
When doing rescuing the children from the mines. Rescuing in quotes, of course, because they kind of become child soldiers of Mother Base.
Roger that.
But would you mind being a little bit more than not useful at all? Like, I'm trying to distract him for you. Having you flop... Alright, sure.
Comes just... I think he's just reflecting on his playthrough. I think he's just acknowledging the helicopter's utility. And I think he's just making a humorous comment about the storyline and the potential consequences of rescuing children.
Leave the rest to us. He's coming too. Roger that. There's the transfer pump control room. another separator tank. That'll ensure they can never use the facility again.
Hey, you okay?
You have arrived at your destination.
That is not what I meant to do. Yeah, that is one of the downsides of Quiet, is sometimes she likes to just troll me.
Caution, rain approaching.
Anybody else?
Subject on board.
Looks like there's a
Leave the
couple
rest to
more
us.
people. There it is.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Anybody else? Awesome. Now, next question. Did I bring C4 with me? I did not. Oh boy. Okay. That's an oopsie.
Concerned. I think he's just assessing the situation. I think he's just checking to see if there are any more enemies nearby.
Any goodies around here that I can possibly use before I have to resort to supply drops? Does not look like it.
Size.
Please specify
It's just,
subject.
I think he's just realizing his mistake. I think he's just acknowledging that he didn't bring the C4, and is probably thinking about how that's
Please
going to affect the
select
situation.
supplies requested. Supply drop complete.
I've not actually really engaged in
Examine
any of
the
the
area.
PvP stuff.
I think he's just scanning the area. I think he's just looking for any useful items or supplies that might be nearby.
Not really much of a PvP or
You have arrived at your destination.
Thanks, Speed. Franklin's just... I think he's just making a comment about not having engaged in the game's multiplayer mode. I think he's just acknowledging that he's been focused on the single-player campaign so far.
okay, well, they want me out of the hot zone before
You're away from the C4.
the guys get here. I can think of a really easy way to do that.
Shrugs. Krim's just... I think he's just agreeing with Makar. I think he's oogled to multiplayer mode, and he's just saying that there's not much of a competitive element to the game's multiplayer mode.
You destroyed the separator tank. Objectives complete.
Database.
Those security will be
Smurfs.
tighter after that
He's
explosion.
just...
Get out of
I
there
think he's
ASAP.
just coming up with a plan. I think he's just thinking of a way to get out of the hot zone without any trouble.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
All right, mission complete, boss. Maybe you'll actually break a sweat next time. Boss, we took another look at...
I don't know if I would actually be good enough to be able to steal somebody else's stuff without setting off an alarm. Like, when I did the practice thing, like, I set them off almost instantly and kind of ran around trying to figure out what to do.
Nuts. McCarg's just...
Sonny,
I think
is
he's
that,
just
like,
suggesting
another
a fun
player,
stream idea.
or
I think he's just pointing out the challenges of infiltrating a fob
is
without
that
alerts.
Sony?
And the low player count in the game's multiplayer mode.
Please specify a project. Please select a mission.
Do everything before this. Wait, did I? Rescue the intel agents. Ah, couldn't figure out.
That... Ken's just... I think he's just being humble. I think he's just acknowledging. Think he SMDB to be a think he's just acknowledging his own limitations in the game's multiplayer mode, and the challenges of sneaking around without being detected.
My Steam page. Are you talking about my Steam profile page thingy? I believe it's Hellraiser. Oh, no. It's the exact same as my YouTube ID. Okay. That makes it pretty simple.
Lafsky. Keen. It's just... I think he's just confirming his Steam username. I think he's just saying that it's the same as his YouTube ID, Hellraiser. And, it looks like he's taking a break. I think he's just stepping away to use the bathroom. Nodding. I think I got it. McCarg was just referring to KM's Steam profile page.
back. My username on Steam is Hellraiser, but my Steam profile is the exact same as my YouTube channel name. Alright. Extracted for search team reinforcements. What exactly qualifies as a search team reinforcement? I couldn't quite figure that out.
Smiling
Or-
He's just... I think he just confirming his thing. These Isha his Steam username and profile. I think he's just saying that they match his YouTube channel name.
On Steam, to find my profile, it's the exact same as my YouTube, which is KHMNC.
Thanks, Kaima.
No, yes.
I think he's
Hellraiser
just
is-
asking for clarification. I think he's just trying to understand what qualifies as a search team reinforcement in the game.
Well, the thing is that last time I did it, I completely went in loud. Like, right after I got the guys out, I just took everybody, and it still didn't count. Alright. I guess I need to,
Mission accepted.
alert them.
Nods.
Okay, where is the
Combs
best
just...
forest?
I think he's
So
just confirming his
here.
Steam username. I think he's just saying
wait,
that it's the same
what-
as his YouTube channel name. Comments. And, it looks like he's still trying to figure out the search team reinforcement thing. I think he
Please
thinks he's
select a
browsable, just
mission.
trying to think he's just trying to understand the game's mechanics.
Alright.
Mission accepted.
I once again forgot to check my rank. What rank did I get?
Please select a mission.
What rank do I already have here? A. Okay, so I can't use the really fun stuff.
Mission accepted.
Yes, that is indeed A rank. Okay, okay. The parasite suit also locks the maximum rank to A, and it consumes parasites, which I have been unable to
It's
harvest.
I
so
think
far.
he's just acknowledging his mistake. I think he's realizing that he needs to alert the search team. And, it looks like he's checking his rank. I think he's just trying to figure out what abilities he has
Held
access to.
captive by the PF in that area, the CFA. Your job is to rescue them. They don't have long to live. It appears that one of our 2 men has broken out of the encampment and is on the run. He contacted us to say he was surrounded. That's the last we heard from him. Your map is marked with a predicted field of movement based on where his transmission's cut off. The other man is still captive inside the encampment. Boss, rescue our men. Extract them both and get them back to Mother Base.
I don't think I've ever actually tried this one before.
None.
I'm guessing that just kind of creates a mist,
I
kind of
think
like
he's
the
just confirming his rank. I
regular
think
mist
he's just
gas.
acknowledging that he's out of rank. And, it looks like he's talking about the parasite suit. I think he's just explaining how it works and his struggles with harvesting parasites.
Alright, so if I need to alert these guys, then it doesn't matter if they see me running and extract the target.
The enemy PF already has troops spread out in a manhunt to find him. Keep your eyes open. Extract our man before their search team can find him. Check his location on your iDroid.
Hey, buddy.
Not. I think he's just considering MK's suggestion. I think he's just considering the car's suggestion. I think he's just wondering how the parasite mist works, and if it's similar to the regular mist.
Has been updated.
Boss, our man you extracted gave us all the intel he could. Now we know exactly where our other agent is being held captive. And he brought back intel on the CFA. That deserves a raise. Check it on your iDroid.
The map has been updated.
I suppose I'm probably not going to get tests on this now that I think about it. Wait, was that a reinforcement?
Enemy presence.
He's coming too.
Are those guys? Is that a reinforcement?
You gonna extract him?
I can't help but to notice they're not really calling things in.
Thanks. I think he's just trying to think he's reverse engineered, just trying to understand the game's mechanics. I think he's just wondering about the reinforcements and how they work.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to
None.
us.
It's just... I think he's just observing the game's behavior. I think he's just noticing that the reinforcements aren't being called in.
You gotta extract him.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Leave the rest to us. Gazebo camp, an enemy outpost. It's got good visibility and not many places to hide. Use the landscape wherever possible. We got some information out of that soldier you extracted. The squad was on their way to the encampment to execute our intel team member.
Enemy
We
clear.
also now know exactly where they're keeping the target.
Destination.
Sending the location to your iDroid.
Kind of funny how they're now just kind of completely ignoring the fact their guys are being bolted out right in front of them. Or I guess in that guy's case, right next to him.
He's coming too.
Alright.
Roger that.
Ooh, that's not where I want to be.
King's just... I think he's just finding the game's behavior amusing. I think he's just chuckling at how the game is handling the situation.
Ooh.
You gotta extract him.
Oop.
No. King's just... I think he's
Appreciate
just
the
trying
thought,
to
but,
avoid a potentially tricky situation.
I'd rather not have
I
that
think he's
guess.
just trying to position himself safely.
He's coming too. Roger that.
You have arrived at your destination.
Whoa. Ooh, not where I want to be.
You have arrived at your destination.
Oh, I'm being shot at from over there now.
You gotta extract him.
Ooh. Oh, finally they're calling for reinforcements. Aww. They have no more reinforcements to get.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Oh, he's in heavy armor. I can't start him. Dee Dee, where the fuck are you?
Extract!
No, thank you.
You gotta extract him.
is just... I think he's just realizing the challenges of taking down an enemy with heavy armor. I think he's just acknowledging that guarding him won't be an option.
You have arrived at your destination.
Ah, fuck. Okay. That dude's making things difficult for me. I'm gonna have to deal with him the old-fashioned way. Stop shooting me with your fucking shotgun.
You have arrived at your destination.
God damn it. Okay. What are you doing? Fulton. Fulton. Fulton,
He's coming too. Roger that.
Indeed, shotgun soldiers are indeed the worst.
Subject on
Well,
board. Leave the rest to us.
second worst. Snipers are pretty
Kim's
bad when
just...
you get in front
I think
of them.
he's just getting frustrated
Well,
with the enemy's tactics.
I
I
suppose
think
there's
he's just
that
trying to figure out
caveat that
how
kind
to
of
take
bumps
him
him
down.
down below shotgun users.
You gotta extract him.
How many more people do I need to extract before it gives me that?
He's coming too. Roger that.
Are you a shotgun wielder? Yes, you are the shotgun wielder. Oh, another heavy dude who is also wielding a shotgun for reasons.
Laughs. Kim is just... I think he's just agreeing with Mechard. I think he's just sharing his own experience with the challenges of dealing with shotgun soldiers and snipers in the game.
Oop.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Oh, there's another dude.
You gotta extract him.
Laughs.
Okay, that's gotta be
Kim is
reinforcements,
I
right?
think he's just getting frustrated with the enemy's tactics. I think he's just trying to figure out how many more people he needs to attack before getting a certain reward. And also noticing the coincidence of another shotgun-wielding enemy.
Okay. Still haven't gotten it.
Leave the rest to us.
Oh, you guys also have shotguns. Okay. Oh, I'm fully charged.
Your destination.
Oh, don't shoot the dog. Yep, don't mind me. Ceasefire.
Go get him.
Laughs. I think he's just reacting to the reinforcements and the enemies. I think he's just noticing the abundance of shotgun-wielding enemies and the poor dog getting caught in the crossfire.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Laughs. It's just... I think he's just calling for a temporary ceasefire. I think he's just asking the enemy to hold their fire.
Oh, that looks like more guys.
You have
Yay.
arrived at your destination.
Okay. As long as there are
He's
guys,
coming too.
there's a chance I
Roger
could
that.
get this. Oh, none of them have heavy armor. Just, boop. 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 And boop. Now let's see which ones I actually hit.
Laughs. It's just... I think he's just sarcastically reacting to the new enemy reinforcements. I think he's just being facetious about the situation.
Maybe. I need to wake one up.
Nuts.
You gotta
I
extract
need
him.
him to call
He's
more
just-
reinforcements.
I think he's just trying to stay positive. I think he's just hoping to get the reward by taking out the enemies.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Okay, so he's the last.
Rain approaching.
Alright. So he's the last guy they have.
The map has been updated.
He's coming too.
Still
Roger
no.
that.
I have absolutely no idea what I need to do. Oh, wait. Somebody's still awake. Where is this individual?
Thanks. Combs just...
Ooh.
I think he's just trying to figure out the game's mechanics. I think he's just trying to understand what he needs to do to get the
There he
reward.
is. He might even be one of the searcher guys. So, outpost captured. Still no.
You gotta extract him.
It's being updated.
Nods. Cream's just... I think he's just trying to locate the individual he needs to wake up. I think he's just wondering if it might be one of the enemy searchers. Nods. Cream's just... I
Well-
think he's just announcing the capture of the outpost. I think he's just wondering why he still hasn't received the reward.
There doesn't seem to be anybody left. They've called in all the reinforcements that are available. And yet, still no.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
I got a base captured, so supposedly that's everybody.
Cream's just... I think he's just finding the individual he was looking for.
If
I
I
think
had
he's
gotten
just
it, it
reacting
would
to
be
finally
checked
finding
off
the person
here,
he
but
needed
it's
to wake
it's
up.
not. So, not a. So those 4 people, at least one of them was not in the base area here. I don't know. Whatever. I guess I'll just end the mission here. Kinda no real point in continuing if there's nobody left.
The map has been
That's him.
updated.
That's the target. He's injured. Looks half-starved, too. There's no way he can stand the shock of a Fulton extraction.
Requested.
Get him out by chopper.
That appears to be Joe. I think Keen's just letting out a sigh of frustration. I think he's just resigned to the fact that he's not going to get the reward.
Just shouting at me. Over.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. B-Quad. On station at LZ. Extraction of both targets. On behalf of all the Diamond Dogs. Thank you. Departing.
Nods. It's just... I think he's just deciding to end the mission. I think he's just acknowledging that there's no point in continuing.
Base.
If through, there's no continuing. If there's no one left to
Mission
extract.
complete, boss.
I don't think I got it. I'm pretty sure I didn't.
Weather will clear shortly. Please select a mission.
Oh, geez, what mission was that again? Rescue the intel agents. Yep, I did not get it. I think I'm gonna actually end my stream here. I've been at this for quite some time now. I'll continue again Sunday. Might also stream something else Saturday if I find something interesting. Thank you for watching and talking to me in chat. Any final words of wisdom, AI, that you wish to impart upon us?
Smiles. Kim's just... I think he's just wrapping up the stream. I think he's just thanking the viewers and inviting them to come back on Sunday. And now, he's asking me to share some final thoughts. I think he's just asking me to share some final words of wisdom.
I was hoping for a little bit more than just a summary of events. Is that all you got, AI? Thank you. Glad you enjoyed it.
Laughs. Kim's just... I think he's just playfully teasing me. I think he's joking that I didn't have anything more profound to say. Start.
Alright, I guess that's the words the AI wishes to end the stream on. This is one of the issues with LLMs. After a while, and you hit this point far sooner with the smaller ones, they start to do things like just summarize things or repeat the same thing over and over again. Anyway, again, thank you for watching. Glad you enjoyed it. I'm ending the stream now.